Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's Big Brother Canada 11 chat.
Oh, hi.
I have so many questions after tonight's episode. Number one, how dare you?
Yeah.
What is going on?
There's
Everything we know about this week, or everything we thought we knew about this week,
is wrong.
is wrong. Maybe not everything, but a lot.
Well, what do you expect when there are, no digital dailies or, very limited information in the digital dailies?
Yeah. Before we get into this episode recap, if you guys didn't see, Big Brother Canada tweeted out today that there will not be any new episode or new digital dailies for the next few days.
Probably not until Friday.
Yeah, I would say until after the eviction, for sure. So, what? What are they hiding? What's going on?
Well, I think we may have figured it out.
We're gonna get there. Let's not,
Well, we're speculating, obviously.
We're speculating, but
because we don't know.
Let's talk about this episode and,
Yeah, we'll talk about what we're speculating at the end.
Okay.
Okay. So, last time, Roberto was evicted.
Yes.
And that is all.
Well...
They didn't do any HOH competition.
Oh, yeah, right.
So we were left wanting much more.
Yeah.
As usual.
But this eviction caused a lot of drama because it was supposed to be a clean 9-2 vote, and when they heard it was 7-4,
Everybody were pooping in diapers.
Yeah.
But what also had people wagging their tongues was Roberto saying to Santina, "Call me when you're done here." And
it was quite a luxurious hug.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
And she had on a very sexy dress. A sexy, silky slip dress.
Well, anyway, everyone wants to know.
Who were the four votes?
Now, Santina and Jonathan have been very open about voting to keep Rob, and everyone's like, okay, fine. We knew that was going to happen.
Fine.
Who are the other two, though?
All right, well, we know, because we watched the show, that it was Vanessa and Hope.
Mm-hmm. And they're both lying. They are both lying about their votes here.
All right, so Vanessa is trying to pin it on Daniel.
Oh.
And it's because Daniel's with Zach ass.
Right, and Zach really wanted, Zach wanted Roberto to go.
Yeah, but he also wanted it to shake up the house.
Oh, so Zach was just trying to mess things up,
Effery.
but I see the reasoning here.
Yeah.
Anyway, we know that that's not true. And Daniel is freaking out that his name is being brought into this because no freaking way. I didn't vote against the house and nobody's going to be talking about me in this way.
I don't like it.
So then Daniel confronts...
I'm going to blow this place up.
Daniel was a lot in this episode.
The only thing you're blowing up, honey, is the bathroom.
No!
Because you ain't doing S in this game.
Knowing what we know with Daniel this week, I'm just please... get it together.
He is so not playing, and it's so disappointing.
He's just under Zach's spell right now, and it's not good. But Daniel goes and confronts Zach, and he's like, why are people saying that I was the vote?
Why would I do that? Think about that. Why would I do it?
And then, some people were thinking, is it Zach?
Koozie thinks it's Zach.
Maybe he wanted to mix things up.
Yeah.
No.
All right, so... yeah, Hope is lying to Renee's face, and it's hilarious.
Yikes, because Hope is, supposed to be besties with Renee.
That's what Renee thinks.
Hope is Renee's number one, and he just voted her out.
I don't think he did it on he did it
He knew that she wasn't going to go.
Right.
Okay.
So he just wanted to stir the pot.
I don't know.
But still, he didn't tell her, and she's just no way, it's Hope. Oh, it is.
All right. Well, put a pin in that for a moment. It's time for the HOH competition.
All right. So it's called Croquet All Day.
Oh.
And it looked really hard.
It did look hard.
So let's just... you have these rails that are like super thin, and you have to put like little pieces of wooden planks,
like tiles, wooden tiles,
all along these wooden rails, and they have to like balance on their.
And look how difficult that is.
I know, it's not easy. And what was it, about at least 20 feet across, right?
It looked pretty long.
It was, yeah, at least 20 feet, I think.
And then when you got everything lined up the way you want it, you have to use your giant croquet mallet to hit your ball down the track and get it through the wicket?
Wicket.
Okay.
Sticky wicket. All right, so this was really difficult, and I thought, oh my God, how are they ever going to do this?
I know. And by the way, first one to get their ball through the wicket wins.
Right, and Claudia was the first one to try and take a shot, but
It was a fart shot. It was like...
It was a fart shot. Vanessa was taking practice shots. I feel like she had the right idea.
Yeah, because, I mean, you want to hit that ball in the center, right? So
yeah, so you know what? You got to hit it harder. Do it harder. Because
I think that was the problem. A lot of people were just hitting it too softly.
Too soft, and it just...
petered out.
Yeah. So there was lots of fails.
Mm-hmm.
Did Zach throw it?
He's saying, like, he didn't want to win this one, which is hilarious to me.
Yeah.
But who knows if that's just him trying to, like...
Cover up for sucking?
Up. Yeah, and not hurt his ego. Because he was like, I don't want to be involved in this HOH since, like, everybody's accusing me of controlling the last two.
Oh, but it's okay if you win, though. Then you can make your own noms. So, WTF. I don't know why everybody was hitting it so soft, but then people started getting the idea, oh, maybe if I hit a little bit harder, it's going to go a little further. Mm-hmm. So, Daniel and Anika got pretty close.
Both missed just by, like, inches.
Yeah. But Koozie, I think she was so shocked that she got it in. She was just like, huh?
Yeah, Big Daddy K, HOH. So that whole trio of Daniel, Anika, and Koozie really showed up at this competition.
Nice. So we find out.
I'm so excited that Koozie's HOH, by the way.
I know. At first I wasn't, because in the digital dailies it really looked like she was letting the guys run it, but
we know how close she was or was to Ty.
Yeah. So Claudia overheard Ty, or was it Anika?
No, I thought Claudia heard it.
Oh, Claudia heard it.
I think a few people heard, because he was not, like, quiet about it.
Ty said, I feel like I just won this HOH. And what?
That's so bad.
That is so dirty, icky, cringe, cocky, gross.
Yeah. And I have to say...
And Claudia knows it, but is she going to do anything about it?
I hope so. We have seen multiple conversations in the digital dailies this week of Ty in action, trying to bully... And when I say bully, I think they mean bulldoze.
Right.
But they call it bully. Trying to bully Koozie's HOH, which didn't really appear as much in tonight's episode, but I think they're kind of building up to that.
I think most of the bullying happened after the veto.
Yeah, I mean, we did see some before in the dailies even.
Right.
But I think they're, I guess, building up to that. Hopefully we're going to see some of that, because he's been out of control this week.
Well, Koozie wants to make a big move for the girls. She doesn't want to just do something stupid, like put up Renee.
Yeah.
And get out somebody that's not a big player.
Yeah.
She wants to take out a big player.
Let's hear it for the girls.
Yeah. So then there was more rogue votes talk. And
Hope is just sitting there during these conversations like, who could it be? Oh my God, it's so weird. Can't even believe it.
Amazing. So it's time for her HOH room, and she got her sexy winner's outfit. She really worked it.
Big Daddy K.
Hey, she's on the runway every day.
There you go.
All right. So,
every time.
Yeah, she gets them every time. So Claudia.
She's talking to Anika. And I have to say, Anika has really been stepping it up. She sees what's going on.
Claudia.
Yeah.
You are trapped in a use man's. She's admitting that Ty's probably not the best for her game.
Or life.
But is she going to continue to pretend to kiss him?
I hope not. But I mean, we heard in the Digital Daily a few days ago, like, Ty was telling Zach, Claudia and I are rocky right now. And I guess it had to do with, Claudia overhearing him saying, like, I feel like this is my HOH. And now we see her talking to Anika about how Ty's gonna have to go sooner than later. He thinks he's walking around this house like he controls everything.
Yep.
It's very off-putting, and Claudia doesn't like the way that he's playing this game. Can you imagine if Claudia actually like won and targeted Ty herself?
That would be amazing.
Epic.
All right, I'm going to need you to do me a favor.
Okay.
I'm going to need you to get out the defibrillator paddles because Ty will not let this rogue vote talk die.
He's got to have control over everything, including all of the information.
He's grilling Vanessa like the biggest D I've ever seen play this game.
And Vanessa's lying about her vote as well.
But maybe not as good as Hope.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, too, you know that since Vanessa is kind of like an outcast, she is going to take the heat for this way more than Hope will.
Right.
Everyone's going to be like, oh, Vanessa voted against the house. Whereas, you know, Hope does it and everyone's like, oh, Hope, you're so fun.
I know.
So unpredictable. It's not fair.
I don't think anybody suspects Hope because I don't think anybody suspects that he
No,
would...
some people do suspect Hope.
Well, I don't, you know, because, like, he doesn't know the game that well, seemingly. But maybe he does.
I don't know.
All right, well, it's time for a girl party in the HOH room.
Would have been a great conversation to see in the digital dailies, but this is the first that we're seeing it.
It was Anika, Koozie, Renee, Shania, and Claudia. So, like, all of the women besides Vanessa.
Yeah, and Santina, because Santina cannot be trusted.
She's not in with the girls. So, they're talking about a possible girls' alliance.
Oh, okay.
And maybe add in one wiener. Daniel?
Not Daniel, see.
That's a bad idea.
I'm sorry, but, like, just knowing how attached he is to Zach, he would sell these girls out so fast if it could get him in more with Zach.
One Zach bone and he's done. All right, so it's time for the Wendy's breakfast. And yes, Koozie took
Daniel.
She
wants to use this opportunity to try and pull him into this, like, girls thing. But
offer up the girls' alliance on a plate.
Yeah, but first.
They order their food. They're getting the French toast sticks. They're getting the Baconator. Is that a breakfast sandwich?
I mean, I guess the Baconator's just always available. I don't know.
Oh, gross.
But guess who was there to deliver the food?
Spicy V!
Woo! You signed up for this! You signed up for 90 days!
Are about to get spicy.
Love Spicy V! So excited that she came back.
And Koozie was thrilled to see her.
Well, I saw on Twitter that Victoria was saying she was also thrilled to see that Koozie won HOH.
And Hope was listening at the door, and he was like, I love you, Spicy V! All right, so it's time for real talk with Daniel C.
All right.
So the girls want Santina out.
Is this really, like, the strongest move, though, this week? Like, I know they can't trust her, but, like, there's other shit going on here.
Of course. And she also says the girls want you in the alliance, I guess. So he's like, oh, yay!
Okay.
Why does he sound like Azrael Abyss?
That's a good question.
Oh, yay!
I love that character so
I know.
much. All right, so there was some stuff kind of lost in the sauce here. Because next we see Santina trying to plead her case to Koozie for why she should not go up on the block. I think it is worth mentioning that this happened after Ty gave Santina a heads up that Koozie was thinking about nominating her this week.
Right. Yeah. So it was funny because they were both lying. Koozie was all like, oh, if I come after you, it's because you're a threat. I'm not going to, you know, put you
not because anybody told me to do it or anything like that.
And it's nothing personal.
Yeah. Santina was like, I know I was involved in a lot of drama before, but, like, I hope that's not going to be a reason for me to go up on the block.
Well, it is. Well, no, actually, she said it's not.
No, she said it's because I think you're a threat. She's a really good competitor.
But it is.
It's a lot of things.
It's more than just one thing. So she walks out and she's all like, yay, I made it. I fooled her. I'm not going to go up on the block.
Right.
All right, so the good thing that we take away from this is that Koozie's not buying it. After Santina left to the camera, she was all like, I gotta get rid of her.
Can't trust this girl.
Nope. All right, so they have a house game of,
Mafia.
I guess it's Mafia?
Yeah.
Is that like Wolves?
It's very similar. It's the same idea.
Okay. So Anika is hosting the game, so she is called to the diary room, and everybody's pooping in a diaper.
Everyone's like, oh, my heart.
What's going on?
My
Oh,
little
no,
heart.
I don't know. So she comes out with the Bel Air Direct card, and immediately everybody knows that it's going to be a safety.
Someone's safe for the week. And we're sitting there like, oh, it's Vanessa, because that's what it seemed like from the digital dailies.
Right.
But it wasn't.
It was Jonathan, who we originally thought it would be.
Yeah. Stick with your instincts, kids. So good for Jonathan.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were really touched by everything he shared last week.
It's always funny that the people who least need it are the people who get it.
Yeah, I don't think he was going to be in any danger this week with Koozie as HOH.
No way.
But yeah, he got safety for the week.
All right. So, Koozie is having a chat with Anika.
Okay. I gotta say, Anika, thank you so much for your work this week.
Yeah, she's really been putting in the hours.
Really proud of you. Really appreciate you. Please keep it up.
Yeah. I mean, we really thought that she was kind of a dud at the beginning.
She had a rough start, but she pulled it
really
together.
Making up for it now.
Yeah.
So.
She's telling Koozie, are you sure, like, Santina should be the target? Like, is that really our best move here?
Don't you think you should take out, I don't know, Zach or Ty?
Right? I mean...
They're pulling the strings.
They're pulling the strings. They are so strong in competitions.
She even told her about what Ty said about, that you felt like you won the HOH, not Koozie.
Mm-hmm.
So...
I mean, it really gets the wheels turning with Koozie,
Sure.
right? She's like, ooh, maybe I do need to make a bigger move this week. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Ty slithers in to the HOH room. And I have to say, in all of his trips to the HOH room, and there were many in the digital dailies, he was really rude about, like, Koozie, go back in there. I'm talking to you now.
Yeah.
It didn't sit well with me.
Rude, smug, condescending.
Cocky.
Yeah.
Poopy.
Mm-hmm. So he's telling Koozie, no, Santina should not be your target. It should be Vanessa. Here's why. It's better for my game.
Yeah, that's basically what he said.
Yeah.
Santina can be a number for us.
For you, I mean...
For me,
I mean you.
Yeah. All right. And
I mean, he was not making good arguments here. And Koozie...
talking about getting Jonathan back in the group.
Koozie's like, no freaking way.
Never gonna happen.
Never, ever, ever, ever.
Mm-hmm.
So, we heard her in her diary room sessions. She sees through Ty. Thank you. Thank you, God.
But is she gonna do anything about it?
I hope so.
She did say, in the words of Godfrey... Is it Godfrey?
Yeah.
I want this blood on my hands.
Yeah, Godfrey quote. Yes. As if we couldn't love Koozie more.
Yeah.
Oh,
really,
wonderful.
Really turning out really well this week.
All right. So it's time to be shooketh again with nominations.
She said she's not afraid of anyone.
Good.
So she is putting up Vanessa.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I know. And she is putting up Santina.
Okay. First, let's just get through and then we'll talk about it.
I mean, I feel like Vanessa is a pawn.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, we'll talk about the
Santina's
situation
the target,
in a minute.
but like...
Yeah. Koozie told Vanessa, you're a strong player, but like, I don't know what your gameplay is.
all
I don't
over
know
the
what you're
place.
doing. And Santina, you're a threat, you know?
Santina, you gotta go.
You have the chance here to play in the veto and save yourself.
Yes.
All right, so Santina was freaking pissed. She did the biggest eye roll ever.
She was yelling in the diary room, like, F you, Koozie.
Why didn't you work with me?
Because you lied to me.
You don't give her anything to work with.
Yeah.
Hello?
Then she had to pull out the gem. Why are you letting these guys make the moves for you?
Santina is the last person in this house, besides maybe Dan, who should be saying stuff like that. Hello, did you forget what your HOH week looked like?
Yeah. Not you.
And guess what? Koozie is doing her own thing. Yeah. Also, Koozie's impression of Santina.
Spot on.
Pretty spot on. All right. Now let's talk about what the F is going on. We did not think that Vanessa was up on the block because...
Hope said in the beginning of the Digital Daily...
Yesterday's Digital Daily...
Thank you for putting me up on the block. On the block. Not thank you for picking me for the veto competition.
So
thank you for putting me on the block, which is why we thought he was an original nomination.
Right. If you are not caught up on the Digital Dailies and you don't want to hear any spoilers, you should probably close this video now. Thank you for watching.
Yes,
we'll see you tomorrow. But if you do want to hear spoilers, okay, so like obviously we know that Hope won the veto, or maybe he didn't. Who even knows anymore? But we're pretty sure that he won the veto.
He won the video.
Yes.
the VTO.
We know that Hope won the veto. Mm-hmm. And the way he was talking to Koozie, it sounded like he was up on the block.
She put him up on the block.
Yes. And he said, like, thank you for putting me up on the block. And we made sure to check because we were like, well, what if maybe he was thanking her for picking him to play, like a house guest choice situation or something. But no, we went back and we listened, and he said, thank you for putting me up on the block.
So that means...
something weird's going on here.
Vanessa must have either somehow got off the block by finding some sort of thing, or she left the game.
Now, we're kind of feeling like it's...
she left.
That Vanessa left. And we noticed yesterday
she wasn't on the video. She wasn't in the Digital Dailies at all.
Vanessa was nowhere to be seen.
Daniel C. was vacuuming.
That's weird because usually
it's Vanessa.
Vanessa is the one cleaning up. So there's some really fishy stuff going on here. And the fact that we're not going to have any Digital Dailies for like the next few days.
Yeah.
It's kind of like screaming at this point that Vanessa may have left.
Right. Yeah, because...
I'm leaning more and more towards that theory.
She would have been in the Digital Daily if she had found, like, a diamond veto or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think it was anything like that.
No.
And I do know that she was talking before about how much she's missing her family, missing home. And I think, you know, with the way things that have been playing out the last few days, I wouldn't be surprised if she was like, F this, I'm going home.
Who needs this? You know?
Yeah. So I'm really sad if she did decide to leave because I thought she brought a lot to the show. I mean, she changed the trajectory of this game.
She did. She really stirred the pot. She blew it up a bit. That's what we needed. We needed the stick pulled out of our butts.
I'm going to be bummed if Vanessa did actually leave. And I'm not saying that's what happened because...
it sure as shooting seems like it. If it... wags its tail and it barks, it sure seems like a dog, right?
I'm also like really annoyed that there were so many things, so many misleading things in the Digital Dailies. Like, what? So it's hard to figure out what's going on without actual live feeds, but we're doing our best here.
We're trying. I feel like I have to be a detective half the time.
I know.
You know? Which is unfortunate because I'm not very good at it.
It goes with the theme of the season though, right? The mystery.
Yes.
So,
I mean, that's where we're at. So,
let us know your theories in the comments.
I definitely think she's out.
That's what it seems like.
So, we're never having any doubles or triples this season?
I don't know. Are they going to let the rest of this week play out? I feel so bad for Koozie if they're like, you know what, nobody's going home.
I don't think they can do that. That would just be
really messed up.
Really effed.
Yeah.
Because that would paint such a huge target on her.
Yeah.
She can't defend herself. They gotta let this week play out. They gotta let it play out.
Especially knowing what Koozie wants to know. So, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. I know it's been hard to hang in there this season, but if you are, we really appreciate it.
They really effed the show up.
They did.
They really did.
Yeah.
They did a real paint job.
Yeah. So we'll see you tomorrow for the next episode, chat. And until then, much love.